Hey guys, it's Antusj, and we're in the Minecraft Island Survival Challenge world. I'm actually in the Nether here. I just wanted to give a big thanks to you guys because you guys have went crazy in the last few days over me doing this Island Survival Challenge, and we went up by at least 100 or so subs in the last couple days, just from all the live streaming. We're down here in the Nether. We're working on Taco's Nether portal house. It looks like garbage in my opinion, and for some reason he's got wood and stuff there, which I told him, you know, a gas can just blow right through that. So we're actually going to destroy this, and I'm going to rebuild it for him. He had a little castle kind of thing going on. As you can see right here, there was like a little outside wall. So we're going to kind of do something similar for him. He's on vacation right now, so I wanted to do this for him while he was gone, so when he came back he'd have a nice little setup here in the Nether, because we have been doing a lot of Nether explorations lately. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward up through me destroying this, and then I'll catch you here in a second. Alright, so now that we got all that cleared out, we need to take a look at the area here and just see how we're going to do this. Obviously, I have that little trail coming from the main road, so we don't want to lose that. I'm going to try to mark some stuff out here. We need a good size for his little center room before we do the wall. So I did, you know, one on each side of the Nether portal, because obviously you have to have that, but you need a couple extra blocks at least so you can have some space on there for furnaces or whatever you need. So obviously this is going to hang over the edge, and I don't want it to look like garbage where it's just floating over the edge, so I will show you guys toward the end of the video how to kind of blend this into the mountain and make it look a bit better. Right now I'm just going to work on trying to get the outline of the actual building here. So let me do this real quick, and then we'll just fast forward over this next little bit where you see the So that's going to work there. We just got this little 9x9 area, and like I said, you can see the main building here is kind of floating over the edge. We need a spot for at least one door. I usually do double doors on my places, but with this being a 9x9, we're just going to do one single door. Plus, I don't want to use all my iron on his house, so we're definitely not using any of this wood. As you can see here, I got plenty of rock. I've been doing a lot of mining and just gathering up all that rock because of projects like this. So we're going to do the inside floor with the polished granite. I want to use a couple different types of rock here. This is how you should, not how you should make stuff in Minecraft, but this is how I like to do it, just so it all kind of looks a little bit better, looks a little more, I guess, professional. Because I don't particularly like having everything look the exact same or made out of the same material. But obviously, Minecraft is a game about expressing yourself, so you make it however you want, but I'm just showing you guys how I'm going to break it up here with a couple different types of rock. So I'm going to fast forward over this floor here, and then we'll work on the outside wall. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it fast forwarded, but now that we have that floor done, we're just going to dig out the ground outside of the main house here for that fence area. We're just going to have a little 3-wide floor, and then the 4th block is going to be the wall itself. And we're going to fix this because, you know, we don't need that curved walkway like that anymore. We're just going to make it one solid piece. And we're going to get the wall going around here. So here's the main road. Up that road up there, up the stairs, is where Rhino's house is. And then that there is my little Nether cafe, is what I've been jokingly calling it. Because it kind of looks like a restaurant on the inside. So we're just going to keep on working on this wall here. We're going to have to hang it over the outside, and then we're going to have to fill in the middle. So I'm just going to fast forward over that because it's just basic stuff. I'm just going to be crouch walking backwards over the edge to get it all filled in, and then I'll show you guys what to do after that. So I'm just going to fast forward this here. Alright, so now we have the floor totally done. You can see the main building and the outside castle wall. So the next thing we're going to work on is just getting this castle wall going real quick. And I'm going to put one layer of cobblestone over the top of this. And then I'm going to go back and put a layer of polished andesite over that. And then I'm just going to go every other one like a point on top of castle wall. So we're going to have a fast forward over this because this build did take an hour. And we're already at 6 minutes. So I'm just going to fast forward through this. Alright, so now we got that outside wall done. We added a little bit of detail in the doorway there, put some polished andesite around, and we're going to put a few more blocks up here, an iron door, and a couple buttons and stuff in the front. But we'll get to that here in a little while. I'll put down some of the stuff I have, because I have like one iron door down here and a couple buttons, but we'll worry about that later. Right now we're going to go ahead and skip up, and we're going to work on the building itself. Alright, so now we're back in here. And we're going to have to work on this building. We need the building itself to be taller than the wall, obviously. So I'm just going to walk backwards and keep on doing that step up. And then I'm going to have to go outside the fence here and take a look and see about how high I want it. I didn't think about this at the time. Also, whether or not I wanted 2 floors in this place. I was just kind of thinking about what would look good from the outside. And I was just kind of trying to get it going because I needed to get this going before he came back from vacation. So I'm obviously going to build up just a little bit more, and then I'm going to do the same thing as the wall. I'm going to add that polished andesite line around, and then put that every other one to get them points. So we're just going to fast forward up to that there. So as you can see, I'd end up just kind of crouch walking the roof just to get the roof done. There's a gas floating around over there. It keeps going in and out of my view. But we're just going to jump down right here, and we're just going to look up. And we're just going to throw the cobblestone down and build the wall. That way we don't have to keep going in circles, making everything's fine. We got the outline of the roof done, so we're good. We can just jump up and get all that cobblestone placed down. So let me do that real quick. Let me put a line of andesite around the doorway to kind of break up all the cobblestone. Let me fast forward up to that. We're also just going to take a second from doing the outside walls here to go ahead and put a roof on this real fast. I'm just going to use the same thing that I did for the floor and just take it all the way up to the top of the cobblestone there. Now let's take a step back and take a look at it. I think it looks pretty good. It's missing some details, obviously, but it looks way better than what he had before. Just a nether portal with some garbage walls and some wood randomly there. So we're going to go ahead and keep working on this. We're going to work on the inside here. We're going to get ourselves a second floor. And I'm going to kind of mess around for a minute because I'm trying to figure out how to decorate or how to add a floor on this. And we don't want to lose a lot of space here and just make this a too tall one where we're crammed in here. So I'm just going to use these slabs to go ahead and make a second floor here. And I usually use ladders and stuff. Sometimes I have a ladder on mine, but for his I'm just going to go ahead and use some stairs because I don't feel like running all the way up to my house to get ladders. We're also going to add a little staircase on each side of the main door, and then we're going to add a little slabs around the main fence here, just as a way to kind of get up and walk around. Just to make it, I guess, seem maybe a little more realistic, like your archers would be up there or something. I just have a feeling that Taco's going to want to walk around his place a lot and look around and see where he's going, because he's always worried about ghasts. So this will kind of let him look around, and then he can just jump over the fence if he wants. We're also going to add some extra details in this place, like some windows and stuff that look right up over the edge here. I'm not actually going to show it in the video, me making the fourth window behind the black blocks right there behind the obsidian, but I do make that afterwards just to kind of blend this in. So even after I made the episode, I still kind of tried to fix it a bit. But I'm just going to go ahead and clip up to where I have this done, and then I'll show you kind of some ideas and stuff and walking around in it. I'm just trying to think of how I would decorate this if this was my place. I'd probably have some furnaces right there. I'm probably going to go ahead and put a couple crafting tables there. I mean, you could have a carpet or something on the wall, whatever. We go upstairs. You're going to have this area here where I would just put some chests. I left that blank right there because I would usually put like an armor stand or a flower or something. Alright, so as you can see by my hotbar here, I ran out to my house to get some supplies to finish this off. So we got a couple doors and buttons and stone pressure plates and whatnot. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all this stuff down real quick. And then we'll get on to the back of the house where I'll show you how to blend that floating into the mountain. Alright, so now we have this mess. You can just see this weird looking floating thing. I personally hate the way that looks, so I'm going to fix it. We want it to look like it has a strong, solid foundation that's going down into the nether rock itself. So we're going to go ahead and do that here. And it's obviously going to have a lot of blocks up here at the top, so we're going to get just some random blocks filled in so we can start working from the bottom up. And now we're just going to start doing kind of like a stair design right here, because the rest of this gap we're going to fill in with netherrack, because we don't want to just waste all of our stone. Alright, so we got that other little corner done, but what we're going to want in this backside here is we're going to want a stairway to just come on back up, but we're going to want it to look natural. So we're just going to kind of step down with the, the netherrack here, and then we'll go back in and fill it in with the stone. Alright, so I know it may be a little bit hard to see, but we got that netherrack done. So now we just need to go back in, fill it in with the stone here, and we'll be finished. This video is like already over 15 minutes, so I'm just going to clip up to it being done. Alright, so there you go. Now it looks like it has a nice solid foundation. Obviously, we could have just used cobblestone and we could have just made straight up 2 walls. But in my opinion, it just wouldn't have looked right. So it just blended in with a little bit of the netherrack here, and it also saves us on using up so many blocks, and we didn't have to fill in the whole inside. And the only thing that's going to spawn in there is some zombie pigmen, so that's not really that big of a deal. So there it is. There's Taco's nether house or whatever redone, remodeled. Hopefully when he comes back from vacation and joins us back on the server here, he'll be happy with that. And I'm happy with it. The reason I remodeled it is because, honestly, it was so ugly before. I hated coming into the nether, and when I would go up to the bridge there to move on into a fortress, I'd look at his ugly house that happened to be way too close to mine. So now it's a little bit less of an eyesore. So alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you like it, then leave a thumbs up. If you're new, then go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.